What's going on, all boxing fans? I got some very important news to share with you all, and I'm excited to say this, right? According to Mr. Mike Coppinger, George Kambosos and Devin Haney have struck a deal for a June 5th bout in Melbourne, Australia for the Undisputed Lightweight Championship, sources tell ESPN, right? Now, the rematch will take place in Australia if Devin Haney wins this fight, right? Now this is a multi-fight co-promotional deal for Devin Haney with Top Rank and also Lou DiBella. Y'all, I'm so excited for this fight. I don't know what to do. Because to me, this is Devin Haney's chance to prove himself to the world. A lot of people have doubts about Devin Haney. They don't think that he is the star that Tank Davis is or Teofimo Lopez is due to the fact that he doesn't possess the same type of punching power. People think that, hey, he's not a strong puncher, he's not a knockout artist, so maybe he doesn't have the same goods as Tank Davis because he isn't as electrifying as Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez, right? And I'm going to say this. Yes, Devin Haney does not have the same knockout power of a Tank Davis, but the kid is special. I've seen it with my own two eyes. The kid got the goods. I really do believe he has the skill to pay the bills like everybody else says. And I think that his ring generalship will show in this fight against George Kambosos. This is the opportunity that he's been waiting for, and I think Devin gonna give a masterclass performance. I really do. I think he's gonna give a masterclass performance, and it's real to me because in this situation, Devin is really betting on himself. He taking less money to travel to a whole nother country to be undisputed king at 135. That's real. That's legitimate. That boy didn't drop his nuts and say, "What's happening? What's up? I'm with all that smoke. I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to put everything on the line for this to show that I am really that dude. I'm the dude at 135. I don't give a care what nobody else is saying. I don't give a damn what this one's saying, what that one's saying. I'm really the real deal, and I'm going to show it against George Kambosos." That's legit. The dude is taking a rematch in Australia if he wins, fam. What? A lot of people like, hell no. If I win the fight got to be in America on my home turf. Forget all that fighting in your country. If I win the first one, he agreed to a little rematch to be in Australia. That's gangster, fam. Like, for real, that is legit, fam. Like, listen, I'm that confident in my abilities. I'll fight you on your homeland twice, and I'm still going to get the victory. Like, for real, that is solid as hell for me to see that. Like, you know what I mean? And it reminds me of the time when Errol Spence Jr. was a contender. He wasn't a champion, and he was looking for a shot, and he went to the UK to fight Kell Brook in front of nobody was rooting for Errol Spence in that crowd but his family. Dude, Errol went over there with all odds against him, with the crowd booing him like crazy every time he did something good when he came to the ring. And he said, you know what? I'm blocking all that out. I'm finishing this fight. I'm getting this dude up out of here, and I'm leaving with this belt and taking it back to America. And Errol did that like a gangster. And I think this is the time for Devin Haney to do the same thing, only twice. I'm like, fam, he do this? Devin gonna be looked at as that dude for real. Like, and I really think it's gonna put him in great position. It's gonna put him at the top of the mantle. He gonna be the dude, and everybody gotta come see him. All roads will lead to Devin Haney, like Floyd Mayweather say. All roads lead to Floyd Mayweather. And also the interesting thing that I want to see is, what is Gervonta Tank Davis gonna do now that the belts at 135 will basically be tied up for at least a maximum of 1 year, basically. Minimum of 1 year. The belt's gonna be tied up. So now I want to know, what is Tank Davis gonna do? And I really want to see if, because of this situation with Devin Haney and George Kambosos, is Tank going to be more inclined to fight Ryan Garcia? Is he going to be more inclined to fight Teofimo Lopez? Now that the belts at 135 are going to be tied up like this, are you going to make that fight happen in order to keep your intrigue and your interest up, in order to keep your name ringing and your name buzzing, and put yourself in contention or for those belts? Is Tank going to be like, you know what, I'm going to make a damn statement on my own. I'm going to fight Teofimo Lopez. I'm going to fight Ryan Garcia and show the world they ain't what people think they are. And especially considering the fact that Tank's deal is almost up with Mayweather Promotions. I want to see what's going to shake at this point. Is Tank going to be like, oh no, now I got to show the world I'm really that dude? Shit got to change, man. But I am excited for this fight, y'all. I'm really, salute to Devin for doing this, man. Like, Devin really here to show he that dude, and to show that he's here to stay. A lot of people think, oh, he ain't done nothing. He's a paper champion. He's an email champion. He ain't nobody. He ain't this and he ain't that. And I think he's out to prove himself and prove to the world, you got another thing coming. Basically, you got me fucked up. right? So Devin and Bill Haney, shout out to Devin's father, Bill. I know Bill is sitting there rubbing his hands like Birdman, looking like, you know what I'm saying, looking like, listen, this is the time for me to show y'all my son is exactly who he say he is. And man, I think really Devin is really I think he's a great fighter, and the world is really underestimating him. There's a reason that Floyd Mayweather Sr., who knows great boxing ability, trained his son up, him and Roger Mayweather, the late great Roger Mayweather, Black Mamba. Floyd Mayweather Sr. knows talent when he sees it, and he knows that Devin is the truth. It's the reason why he was working with Devin so much, because he feel like Devin got the goods. Devin got everything it takes, except he don't got the punching power. I'm hoping that it will change as he gets a little older, gets more into his man body. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll be stronger when he moves up in weight or whatever. But I think outside of the punching power, Devin can do just about anything. So I'm thinking Devin gonna win both of these fights, y'all. I'm not saying it's gonna be an obliteration, but I think Devin gonna win it decisively and show the world he ain't no fluke. He ain't lukewarm out here. And that's what I plan to see, man. So June 5th, I'm waiting for that day. It's a lot of great fights coming up. Errol Spence Jr. Against Dennis Ugas, I believe, April 16th. I wish I was in Texas for that one, because y'all know I fool with EJ Tuck. So I'm really waiting to see what's going to happen with that fight. Y'all let me know what y'all predictions are about this fight. What do you think is going to happen? Basically, do you like the fight? And who you think is going to be victorious, man? Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.